come spend a day with me as an ALT in a Japanese high school. So, first things first, I had to get up and look out the window to see what the weather was like. And as you can see, it snowed last night. The next thing I had to do was turn on my heater because I wake up in the morning and it is freezing in my room. This lovely appliance is my kerosene heater, which runs on kerosene, which is gas. It has become one of my favorite items in my house. And next I have to come to the kitchen and turn on the water because I have to turn it off at night due to the pipes potentially freezing because of the cold weather. So this is me pressing a button and it turns on the water so that I can use it. Next, I head into my shower room and take a lovely shower. And then after that, I head into my bathroom and take care of my teeth, my face, and all those good things you take care of in the morning. So after that, I decided that I was going to make breakfast because I had a little bit of time in the morning. So I decided to make my current hyperfixation, which is a bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm from New York, so this was known as a bacon, egg, and cheese. And then this is my multivitamin that I take in the mornings. So I didn't mention it, but I got dressed, obviously. And this is me heading out into the snow. And you will see the lovely snow that I have to clean up. And it's a lot. So I have to clean off my car. I started my car and then I cleaned off my car. And it took me about 10 minutes or so. And then finally, we are off. As you can see, the road is not shoveled. This is quite honestly something that I've gotten used to at this point, driving on roads that are not really clear. You'll see later that the snow melts pretty quickly. So I guess they don't really rush to clear off the streets, especially in my neighborhood. Also, today is Friday, so I actually have to make a stop at the garbage house, the garbage collection house, I guess it's called. It is actually a burnable day, so I had to take out my burnable trash. So you'll see me getting out the car and throwing away my trash. And now we're on the way again to my school. So I realized I didn't really introduce myself in the beginning of this video. My name is Christina, and I am an ALT, or a assistant language teacher, working at a high school in Japan. I'm actually came here from New York, and I came over here through a program called the JET program, also known as the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. I came over here at the end of July, so I've been here for about 6 months now, and I've been meaning to start doing more videos since I got here, but if you don't know, it takes a little bit of time to settle in a brand new place especially moving here, not knowing the language. It's been a lot to just kind of settle and get things figured out. But I feel like right now where I'm at 6 months, I finally feel kind of used to life here. And I figured it would be a good time to start to share my experience, because I know that when I was applying for the program, I was constantly on YouTube looking up different people who were in Japan and seeing what their life was like, because I just didn't know. So I hope that someone can find my channel and start to watch my videos and feel some ease seeing how my life is like. I really like to drive this way because I get to see more of my kids on their walk to school. Like, look at these kids on their bike making their way to school. It's so interesting to see that, because it's just, I never saw this at home, where kids would be riding their bikes to school, especially not in the snow. But here they are, just making their way downtown. And yeah, it's amazing to me to see how they're just used to this. It's not strange to them. It's just normal to just be traveling and getting to school, even in this kind of weather. So, did I mention my school is like less than 10 minutes away? Yeah, it is. We're here already. So as always, I have to change my outdoor shoes for my indoor shoes. So that's what you see me doing here. And now I have to head upstairs to the teacher's room where I'm gonna clock in. But first I have to stop at the women's room where I can hang up my jacket. Here you see me using my Hongo to stamp my attendance, basically, so everyone knows I'm here. And now we get to work. So today was actually the week after they finished their final exams, so it was my task to grade them. So this is me grading a lot of exams. Finally, it was time to get out of the teacher's room and go teach a class. This class was actually going to be more grading, now that I think about it, but it was going to be grading some speech assignments. So what was special about this room was that it's a carpeted room, so the students and the teachers actually have to take off their shoes before coming in. I already had a little area set up in the back of the room for me so that the kids would come over and do their little assignment and I would grade them accordingly. So when the class was over, I left and made my way back to the teacher's room so that I could have my lunch. We're gonna ignore this English board that I haven't changed since October. And then it was lunch. So lunch is typically a serving of rice with a bunch of different side dishes. I believe today it was a fried vegetable patty and then a kind of chicken stew with broccoli and some kimchi. And then after lunch, I went right back to grading because it was Friday and I really wanted to be done with these tests before the weekend. So I spent the rest of Friday basically grading the rest of these tests. If you've never had a Yakult, you really should try it. It's like a sweet yogurt tea type of drink. It's really good.
One eternity later.
And then finally, it's time for me to go home. So I head back over to the shoe locker and change out my shoes for my outdoor shoes. And I start to make my way outside. Now, I don't know if you remember, but this morning the ground was covered in snow. As you can see, it is no longer covered in snow. This is always what it looks like. Sometimes it'll be completely covered in the morning, and then by the time I come out in the afternoon, it is completely bare, and it's just the way it is. It's snowing again. So now it was around this point where I realized that I didn't really have anything to eat at home. So I decided to stop at Lawson's for something to eat. Lawson's is a convenience store, or a conveni. So I will admit that I am on the lookout for one particular item, and that item is katsu curry. I have been obsessed with this dish for the past few weeks. I don't know when I will be not obsessed with it. I found it at Lawson's one day, and I decided that this was really good for a convenience store. But, yeah, I definitely picked up that for my meal tonight. And we are home. First thing I immediately do is turn on my heater. After that, I change my clothes and then I warm up my dinner. I forgot to mention that I also got these little chicken nuggets to try. They were pretty good. But this is the katsu curry. It was so juicy even though it had to be warmed up in the microwave. And I just love this. After I finished eating, I decided to do a bit of coloring, which is another hobby that I picked up since being in Japan. It's really relaxing. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please drop a like and also subscribe. I will be posting videos weekly. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!